Hey, welcome to part 2 of releasing yourself from stuck emotions and the releasing process. I talked in the first video about what releasing is, but let's review. Inside, we've got this very rich inner world which habitually, through lessons from the outside world, we have learned to suppress or repress or deflect from. And when we have this stuff stuck in our systems, it creates havoc because we don't know what we're feeling moment to moment. And when you have, say, anger stuck in your system, you can become very reactive to your anger, or it can start to define who you are. Stuck sadness turns into a depression, woe is me, oh, this is all pointless, when it gets really deep down into apathy. So the goal is to feel this stuff, set it free, as much as be set free at any one moment. So on the other side of it is freedom, is joy, is lightness. Because right now, all these things which are weighing you down, they're anchors. And why not just not pull up the anchor, but just cut the anchor chain. And so you can sail freely through the seas of life. How's that? Anyway, so that's where we're at. Here are some of the mistakes that people make when releasing. One is don't judge your emotions. Just because an emotion has a heavier vibration, sadness or anger or fear or apathy, doesn't make it wrong. We as human beings have these feelings in our bodies, and we're not going to get rid of our fear or get rid of our sadness. We're going to create a relationship with it, which is based on responding to it rather than, as I said before, reacting to it or making it all so personal. Because don't forget, as you climb up into courage and acceptance and peace, the path there is through these emotions. So you can create lighter versions of them. So you become more aligned and more relaxed. And when you are feeling sad, it's like, well, there it is. And you can let it go and not push against it or not make it the problem. Also, we can't forget that our emotions, there's even the heavier ones, there's a blessing inside of each one. When you're feeling sadness, your sadness can be seen as compassion for other people. You can't feel other people's grief if you can't feel your own. And same with anger or even fear. Another mistake people make is that let's say that they're experiencing sadness and they are feeling sadness, they're going to welcome all their sadness. And because they're welcoming it from a place of sadness back into a place of sadness, it just creates a vortex and it gets stuck. And then after they say, well, this releasing doesn't work. I just feel sadder. That's absolutely can happen. So what you need to do is access your sadness from whatever courage, peace, or acceptance that you have in your body. Even if it's just the courage that it took to sit down and feel your emotions. Now you can feel that sliver of courage, and that gives your emotions, like those lower emotions, arms to run into. And it's not like you have to manufacture this courage or acceptance or peace. It's there. You have a sliver in you. So feel your emotions from this loving, observing place that says, you're a man, you can handle this, because you are a man. You can handle this. You can handle all the grief. You can handle all the fear or the anger that's rumbling around inside of you. So feel it, as Brian likes to say, feel it from your back, your masculine frame, which says, bring it on. Bring it on. I can handle this. It's really beautiful. And it'll change a lot of things for you, too, as you keep practicing. The other thing I want you to do is go to Google and type in Chart of Emotions Sedona Method. Chart of Emotions Sedona Method, or message me and I'll get you a copy. And what you're going to see is something like this. It is a chart of the 9 categories of emotions. And in general, apathy, grief, fear, lust, all the way up to courage. And you'll see that each one has lots of different subcategories of that emotions. So a lot of guys will sit down and say, well, I'm going to sit down and feel, but I don't know what I feel. Well, print out this list, carry it with you, and just, if you don't know what you're feeling, just read through it. Because as I read this, I may not be feeling grief, but I might be feeling ashamed or pity or heartbreak. Each one of these words has a vibration that will just go, will click, and you'll say, that's what I'm feeling, and you can let it open from there. The other part of the practice is consistency. Just like anything in life, every small step you take starts to compound, like compounding interest over time. But consistency is the key. So if you believe, oh, I'm only going to be able to release these emotions if I do it an hour a day, well, are you really going to do it an hour a day? Chances are you're not, at least not right now. So what can you be consistent with? Can you be consistent with 5 minutes a day, 4 minutes a day? Even sitting down and saying, making this your intention at a regular time, once a day, twice a day, even for 2 minutes. It's more than you've done before. And you're not going to stop there. You're going to, I know every time I sit down, okay, I'm going to sit down for 2 minutes, it always turns into 10. Because I've released on the resistance to sitting down and feeling. So consistency is really key. Michael Singer wrote in The Untethered Soul how we all walk around with these thorns. We have a thorn sticking out from us. And that we've spent our entire lives protecting this thorn. We've covered up, we've created coping mechanisms so that the thorn doesn't brush up against reality and trigger us. And so we protect and we protect and we protect. So releasing is a way to allow the thorn to fall out on its own by not ignoring it and to stop protecting it. So those are some of the challenges to releasing. Believe me, once you let these things, set these things free, once all the stuff that has entered your body through pain, so it's going to come out with some pain. And standing in that pain and feeling it, not falling victim to it, just saying, there it is, I am a body experiencing this pain. The other side of this is relief, is acceptance, it's lightness, it's joy. Because just like the color white is made up of all colors, and that means courage and acceptance and peace is made up of your anger and your sadness and your fear, which makes you a three-dimensional person that other people can feel. Because as we shut down around these emotions, or we shut them down and we don't want to feel them, then become less connected to other human beings. And especially for you guys who want to connect with women, if women can't feel you, then they're just going to move on. Just thought I'd throw that in. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, reach out, throw out any comments below, and if you want your own chart of emotions, also I have a nifty little graphic that will really help some beginning releasing processes for you, so let me know if you'd like that too. All right, take care.